So let's talk future wives. Let's talk about how you repel good men from being attracted to you in the 21st century. And you may not know that you're doing it. This is why I'm here to help you know that you're doing it in case you're doing it so that you can stop doing it on the journey to meeting and marrying your husband. There was a particular case that came out. I don't know if it will be recently at the time this video is going to be going up, but at the time that I'm recording this recently. But the thing is, it's not the first time a case like this or a situation like this is popping up. Okay. There are times when a lot of times there have been a lot of arguments, particularly in Nigeria, about cooking, not cooking. But this particular case, this woman said that she wakes up by 4:50 a.m. That's about 10 minutes to 5 a.m. Sets an alarm so that she could cook breakfast for her husband or prepare breakfast for her husband. And for some strange reason, that post went viral. I think people started bashing the woman that, look at you. How can you be waking up in the morning for cooking? All manner of things. And then what happened was that men who believed in the value system of cooking, whether it was by 5 a.m. or by 5 p.m., they just started to send the woman money. I think what happened was that the woman said that she needed some things. There were some things she needed. And I'll come to that, whether fridge, microwave, some of the things that she needed. And then people started saying, okay, I'll get it for you. Before you know, I'll get it for you got to like millions of naira. Now I will get it for you. Now the thing start to I will let me buy it for you. Let me buy, it's millions of naira. I don't know. At the time of this record, I don't know the woman still receiving money. But there are certain things that I picked up from the saga. It was a saga, nationwide saga. There are certain things that I picked up from the saga that single ladies, successful single women were doing that was hurting them more than helping. Number one, you have to understand that everybody's reality and context is different. What I saw in comment section was a lot of single women wanting to bend. Her name is Deborah, according to how she put it, Deborah, wanting to bend Debbie's reality or wanting to understand Debbie's reality or wanting Debbie's reality to fit into a narrative. Like, I don't even understand how I'm going to place it or how to put it across to you the best way. But you could see that people expected Deborah, or what she's known as Mommy Z, to actually do things in a certain way because they believed that that was the way that things were supposed to be done. And as a successful single woman, as a future wife, not as a successful single woman, but as a future wife, person interested in getting married, you have to understand that marriage realities for people are very different. So before you make a comment, understand that. That's why I'm doing this video. You cannot go see, you may believe that you're not going to cook, you're not going to touch clothes, you're not going to do anything for your man. That's your belief. I don't think anybody should flog you. If that's your belief, you definitely would see a husband as long as you understand marriage. Okay, so you understand marriage, you know what marriage is about, but you just feel you don't want to touch clothes. You will see a man, even if he's not in your nationality. That's why I tell people you don't have to get married to men only in your country because maybe your expectation for men, the men in your country do not have it. So what do? You be open to other nationalities? You get okay. So don't believe in all that, you can still get married. Why not? There are people who don't believe in that and they're getting married and they're in good marriages. It's a philosophy thing. It depends on where you both are mentally and your value system in your family. It should not be a fight. It's neither right nor wrong. It's about what do you both want. But what you see is that some future wives or people who believe they want to be future wives, they believe that no, every woman must think like them. This is madness. It is. Why should every woman think like you? Why? Are you the template for a marriage? So you will see that now informs how they respond and send in comments into the comment section. And then it is hurting their brand. It is hurting how they are being perceived. It's hurting how you are being perceived. So please, before you make a comment, think and understand, see things from other people's perspective and understand that life is doesn't only flow from your lens. It doesn't flow from just how you see. It doesn't flow from your frame. This is not the only frame for this glass, this pair of glasses. If I wanted to, that when I wanted to get, I was given different frames to pick from. But life doesn't only, it's not only this frame that is available. That's how life is. Same thing with you. Your frame is not the only frame available. So all this always responding from fight. I'm not saying you should not be passionate, but I am just saying that these are the things that may be hurting your brand. You should pay attention to it if you are interested in doing that. Also, you should, as a future wife, not mindlessly follow everything that is put out there by a woman. Well, this is what I mean. A woman comes and say, you know what I see happen in on the internet space. Men, they will not even do this. They will not. Who told you that men are not? The only I've said this before. Okay, welcome. If you are new, maybe you've not heard me say it before. Men are not as loud as women. So when men do, they are not loud about it. Women are loud. That's why, I cook. I easily look at the cooking saga. Oh, I can cook by 4. Did the man go and announce that his wife is cooking by for him? Is the woman she cooks by 4:50 a.m. and then it became a problem. So a lot of times women are louder and men do things, but they will not really come and post. It just is that way for a lot of men. So this fight of what of men who go, I'm always saying, who told you men are not doing the things that you're asking about? People can say, what of men who call? What of men? What of men? But who told you that they are not doing the things that you are asking? Okay, what of men? What of men? Who told you they are not doing the things that you are asking about? Another thing is always thinking that men are against you is hurting you. And I think I'll close out with that. You know that our life is made up of our thoughts. The way we think is what is going to become the reality we live in. So for you to think that men are always against you, all men are this way, you lose that attitude, lose that thinking, lose that thinking. And to the other parts, which I want to use to close out in this particular case, this particular saga, where the lady said, "Oh," or where people said, "Well, I think the lady said something about a man that she just married. How will she lose him?" And I think that was where people lost it. That how can you be wanting to keep a man or whatever? What I will say is, I've said it here before. I'll say it again. Everybody has their own operating system. Everybody has their own family operating system. There are things too that other women are doing in their marriage that is not cooking by 5 a.m. that they do to say, hey, I want to make sure that my marriage is intact, that things are all right over here, and I do not give my man the opportunity to look outside. I think the problem started popping up. People were like, oh, so are men doing that too? How which man have you asked if he's doing it? Which the problem I have is people just assume, but they're not asking. So are men who told you men are not doing things to sustain and keep their wives too? No, who is the person that said it? But because a woman said it, it is assumed that it's women that want to die for men. Let me tell you something. As a therapist, I've had more men pay for sessions to keep women. I've had more men pay for sessions to keep it, to say I don't want to lose this relationship, and they paid and they're like, help me, let's work this thing out. Real stuff, or like if people say for real, I'm not joking. Than women. How many women have I even had? I've had women, of course, coming for a relationship. But when I'm talking about to keep a relationship, I've had more men pay good therapy money. And there's confidentiality, so I'm not going to come and be telling you, blah, blah. No, I won't do that. And they won't do that either. They know, those men know where to fight the battle from. And that's why they came in for therapy. They know that the battle is not inside the comment section. And yeah, I want to pronounce it like UK. In case you say I was saying this battle. I don't want to say battle. I want to pronounce it the way it is, the British pronunciation. So, but back to what I'm saying. So they know where the real solution should come from. So they come in to fight the battle from the therapy point of view, and they're like, hey, this is, let's solve it where they know that it will actually be solved. So that people will be using their topic to catch crews. But a lot of times, a lot of women, they don't want their problem solved. Sorry, women. They just want to talk about it. And so they put it out on the internet. Good, you create good content for all of these people. Good for you. But don't now assume that men are not doing anything to hold their relationship. I'm saying now, I create videos like this and helping women meet and marry their husbands and men meet and marry their partners on a weekly basis. I also create videos on self discovery and everything in between. I advise that you stay tuned to check out other videos to find more about this channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.